All
I
right.
just got on.
Hey, it's
What's happening?
working. Good job, Kayla. You just became our host, and we needed that. So
Well, what the heck? I just got on, and then it said you are now the host.
that's all we needed. Go ahead and press record, and you're going to need to give us this video whenever it's done, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right, guys. So now that that is on, we're going to go ahead and let Alisha talk. So Alisha is a mommy of four. She is a teacher. She is a bakery owner. She is amazing. She is a Success Club 5 legend. She is a 1-star diamond qualifying coach. I'm so excited for her. Sorry. And she has had quite an amazing journey. Okay, Alisha, how many months have you been in the business? I should probably know. Sorry.
33.
All right, there we go. And she's had a lot with her journey. Hey, guys. Hello. See you later. I don't need you anymore. Hold on. Okay. Here, do you want to end yours? Yeah. Okay, can you guys hear me? All right, sorry guys. Switching. All right, so she's had quite an amazing journey, and I'm really excited for her to talk because the journey that she had, I feel like a lot of people would have quit, would have given up, would not stick through it. So she is extremely strong. Every trial and tribulation that she's had in her business has made her into the leader that she is today, and she's a pretty darn amazing leader. I'm sure she has her team on, so I'm sure that they can vouch for that. And she's had an amazing transformation. That is how she is known throughout the entire Beachbody community. She is famous for her amazing transformation that she has had. Maybe her hair too, I don't know, because she has pretty awesome style. But Alisha is going to talk to us about putting up a good fight. Is that what it was? Because I don't have my slides. Shoot. That's what it is? Fighting a good fight. That's what it is. All right, girl. Go ahead. I'm going to let you talk.
Okay. So thanks for having me on, Deidre. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you guys tonight. Today is a really cool day that Deidre and I scheduled this call a few weeks ago, and it's kind of funny that today I became 1-star qualifying. And you'll get the whole significance of that, but I just wanted to point that out, that it's kind of funny how that happened today, and we scheduled this in advance. So as I tell this story, you'll just pay attention to the fact that that happened today, and it's kind of like a divine intervention, I think. But yeah, so I've been in this business for 33 months. Just a tiny bit of background because I don't want to bore you. I never intended to kind of become a Beachbody coach. I definitely joined to lose weight after 4 children and wanted to get the discount, as many of you I'm sure did as well. And then after 30 days, I got some pretty awesome results, so I posted my pictures so that I would stay accountable. And a lot of people were interested in what I was doing, and Deidre was like, well, you can sign them up or I can. And I was like, okay. So I started signing people up, and before I knew it, very quickly, I was a working coach. And so I sort of fell into the business, and I hit diamond in 63 days. So I had success right out of the gate very quickly. But I got stuck at diamond. Let me just say, stuck at diamond for 31 months, because here I am 33 months into the business, and just today I am 1-star qualifying. So I have been 1-star qualifying one other time before this, but it was for 1 week, and that was it. You have to hold your qualification for 6 weeks to actually become an official star diamond, and so I only held it for 1 week, so I've never actually rank advanced beyond diamond. So 31 months since my last rank advancement. That's a little bit discouraging, and a lot of people might have walked away by now. Can I tell you that I haven't considered it? Absolutely not. There have been several times in the last 31 months that I've considered quitting. Each time, something different happens to make me stay. And I just wanted the opportunity to talk to you tonight about fighting the good fight. So, as coaches in this business, we get excited because of our dream, whatever that may be, your why, and that happens first, and then comes the struggle, and that is where a lot of people throw in the towel. So the dream, then the struggle, but what you forget is that the next thing to follow the struggle is going to be the victory. And you have to get through that struggle to get to the victory. And so you have to have the grit to make it that far. And honestly, there's times where, you know, you wonder if it is worth it. And all the hard days and the tough times are worth it. And the bottom line is, yes, they absolutely are. Because days like today, where I can see one of my coaches rank advance and simply just, she's amazing. And honestly, I don't even care about the star diamond in myself. I'm more excited for her and the future of my team. It doesn't even matter to me about rank advancing at this point. After 33 months, you would think that I couldn't be more happy to finally be there. I really could care less. It's so funny how that happens, that it's not about you anymore. And that transformation happens over time, you know, and you wouldn't have thought that would be the case. But yeah, I could care less about those stars at this point. It's just about helping other people grow and watching that transformation happen within other people. It's like priceless. You literally cannot put a price on that. And the messages that, you know, as you get into coaching and the lives that you begin to change that you receive, those are the reasons why you stick it out when you go through the tough times. Somebody sent me a message the other day that this guy I met on social media through this journey. Honestly, I have no idea how I met this man. He does not have a profile picture. Many would think he's probably a creeper. He is the sweetest guy ever. He is really into fitness, so I think that's how I met him. He tags me and stuff a lot. He sends me a message out of the blue the other day, and he called me. His message, I don't know it verbatim, but he called me an angel in training. And I was like, really? Like, an angel in training? Like, for someone to call me, a Beachbody coach, an angel in training, like, he gets it. He understands that this isn't about workouts, and this is not about Shakeology. Like, we literally change lives. And I just couldn't believe that, you know, somebody that has never met me, that I don't even know what he looks like, literally, you know, addressed me as an angel in training. And that was so powerful to me. So, you know, the next time that I'm having a rough week or a rough month, you know, I'm going to remember that message and I'm going to push on. So I wanted to just give you a little story about something that happened very recently in my business. And I don't know if you've ever seen the image on social media. It's a picture of two men digging. They're digging underground, and they're both digging a tunnel. And on the other side of this tunnel is a big patch of diamonds. And one of the men is extremely close to the diamonds, and the other guy, he has a good ways to go yet, but he's digging away. The guy that's super close to hitting the diamonds has turned around and walked away. And, you know, that image throughout my coaching journey has stuck with me. And forgive me for not having it prepared, but I will share it in case you've never seen it. Every time I want to quit, that picture comes to my mind, and I just cannot walk away. So if you've never seen it, again, what it's trying to portray is, you don't know how close you are to that victory I was just talking about. You're in the struggle, yes. You've been digging for months, years, whatever it may be, but you don't know how close you are to success and that breakthrough that you've been waiting for. If you throw in the towel, you will never know. That man is like on the verge of hitting those diamonds when he throws in the towel, and he gives up. You know, I can't do that. I just can't. And recently, very recently, let's say within the last 4 to 5 weeks, I had finally been making some traction and headway in my business. The same month, which would have been January, I ended up signing 2 insanely awesome coaches. These coaches came out of nowhere. I had invited one of those coaches for over 2 years to look at this business because she was really into fitness. She never gave me the time of day, but I just continually invited her. And, out of the blue, I posted that I was going to the Dominican Republic and I was going to be going on the Success Club trip next year. And she messages me and she says, "How do I go on that trip?" And I said, "Well, you need to become a coach with me and you can earn the trip." This was January, she could totally earn the trip. She's like, "Okay, I'm in." I'm like, "Seriously? I've been trying to talk you into this for 2 years and now you're in because you want to go to Punta Cana? Okay, sweet." It was that easy. And this girl was amazing. I mean, amazing. From that moment, I happened to be sick and I never get sick. It was like a Friday. I took off work and I was laying on the couch and this girl says, "I'm ready to go." And I'm like, "Okay, well, let's go. I don't care if I'm dying because I've been waiting for a working coach. So I'm going to help you on my deathbed." And so I literally worked off the couch that day and that girl was ready to go. So she was so ready to go and I wasn't helping her fast enough that she ordered a challenge pack without my link. Okay. So she signed up under someone else. I'm like, oh, dear Lord. So I had to walk her through how to switch to make me her coach and get the challenge pack transferred all while I'm on my deathbed that day. And we went through all that. We got it switched over. And the next thing she wants to know is like, "Well, what do I got to do? How do I sign people up? How do I do this? How do I do that?" And I'm like, okay. So I sent her, my new coach welcome. I ended up just getting on the phone with her because it was just way too much to go back and forth. And we talked for probably an hour that night. By the time I got off the phone with her, she was in full on, "I have nothing to do this weekend. This is exactly what I'm doing. I am starting this business." She went on social media that night and posted, "Hey, I'm a Beachbody coach now, and this is what I'm doing." And by the end of that, guys, this woman had created a website, a blog. She had signed up for a domain. She had created her logo. She had ordered business cards. She had put her logo on her planner and ordered it. She had ordered T-shirts with the logo. I'm talking the weekend she signed up. Here I am thinking, praise Jesus. It's finally happening. I found a working coach that actually wants this as much as me, right? And don't you know it, she hit Success Club 22 her first month. She could sell like ice to an igloo person, she just does it. Like, I mean, everything she did on social media was just talking about it. It was almost too much because I was kind of like, whoa, you need to like not post so much about it. But it was almost to the point where she didn't want to hear what I had to say then. She just did her own thing. And then I was kind of like, "Deidre, how do I help this girl? Because she doesn't want to listen to me. She's doing her own thing." And then Deidre's like, "Well, it's kind of hard because she's being successful, so she doesn't really want to listen to you because she thinks she knows what she's doing." I'm like, yeah, this is not good. So in the back of my mind, she wouldn't even do the Coach Basics because she was so overwhelmed with the millions of people messaging her, she couldn't handle one more thing. So I'm like, okay, I'll just send you the curriculum. So that's what I did. And month 2, she was worried that she wouldn't hit Success Club, so she would earn her free ticket to Summit. That was really important to her. And she was also trying to earn her trip to, obviously, Punta Cana. And while she was worried about hitting SC5, she ended up hitting like Success Club 20 again. And this was in February, so she hit 22 in January, 20 in February, and again, on a roll. Meanwhile, she's signing all these coaches up as discount coaches. So she has like, I think about 15, I think it was a good 3-4 weeks until I could get on the phone enough to say, hey, you should be signing these as discount coaches because you could be benefiting from the volume and you could go Emerald. And when I finally did that, then she started doing it that way. But I think by the end of month 2, she had like a good 15 coaches under her. So she very easily could have been Diamond if she would have gotten on the phone with me enough to like let me explain how to do that. But again, she was doing her own thing. She was all about her brand. And that's what you saw on her page. And her brand was that logo that she created weekend 1. I noticed right away that was her thing. And I was proud of her. I was excited for her. It was her passion and she was excited about it. And after all, it was working. So month 3 came and I was super excited because she was going to earn her free ticket to Summit. And she was excited about it as well. And in month 3, she hit Success Club 18. So again, we're gung-ho. And at the end of month 3, I sent her the message to let her know to pay attention to her email because she was going to be getting that link to get her free ticket. And she didn't respond to my message, which was rather odd. And she was on spring break that week, which was like the first week in April, I want to say. So this is how new this is. This is very recent, guys. And she didn't respond to my message, but I had seen that she saw it, which was odd. So I texted her later, maybe a day or 2 later. Didn't respond to my text. I let it go, and in my heart, I kind of knew what was happening, and I didn't want to face it. So I told Deidre, I'm like, she's not messaging me back. This is really odd. And I just let it go again. A few days more passed, and I sent her a message, and I said, hey, what's up? You're not responding to my messages. I hope I didn't offend you in any way. Still didn't get a response. And in my heart of hearts, I knew what had happened. So I had made a decision that I was not going to message her anymore. And I told my husband, I believe she's going to walk away from this business. And he was like, what? Like, she's like killing it. She's already earned over $1,000, like in her first month in coaching. So we're already in the month 3. I don't even know how much she's earned. But why in the world? She was never in it for the money, by the way, guys. But I'm thinking like, why would she walk away? Like, I just don't understand. And I didn't want to believe it, but I also knew deep down that's exactly what was happening. So I think about 6 days went by, and she finally texted me back and said, hey, are you available to chat? And I said, sure. So she calls me up and she tells me, hey, I'm going to quit Beachbody coaching. And I'm like, really? Even though I acted shocked, but I wasn't. And she just shared with me that it didn't line up with the vision that she saw for her company moving forward. And I kind of forgot to let you know that she was on my weak leg. And that weak leg that she had built was like really rocking for me. And finally I was getting some traction. And all of a sudden, I realized exactly what was about to happen. That weak leg traction that I had finally just felt amazing about was about to fall out from under me. And I had a choice to make at that very moment, you know? It was very devastating. I mean, I cried. I knew it was coming, but it was still like, ugh. And you know what she said to me? Like, she goes, you shouldn't quit though. And I'm like, really? Like, you think that you quitting is going to make me quit? Seriously? So then I got mad. I'm like, no, just because you're quitting doesn't mean I'm going to quit. Like, it was almost like she thought if she quit, I had to quit. And that was like, darn it, no, I'm not quitting just because you're quitting. And from that very second, it was like, God let me know, like, you know what? This happened for a reason. And you have some really big things that are about to happen, Alisha. So you need to pick yourself up and you need to dust yourself off and you need to learn from this experience. And you need to realize that the coaches that you want on your team are going to play by the rules. They're going to follow the leader. They're going to do exactly like you did when you signed up with Deidre. You followed the training system. You did what you were trained to do. This girl was not teachable, guys. She was a rock star. She could sell challenge packs, but she was not teachable. And she did not want to hear anything I had to say. And at the end of the day, do we want people like that on our team? No way. No, I didn't want her on my team because I was never going to be like close with her. We were never going to have a good relationship. I want to be like family with my team, guys. And that was never going to happen because she was like my way or the highway. And, you know, it's best that she moved on and went and did her own thing. And here we go. I just need to share this with you. She left my team to go do her own thing, and that's exactly what she's doing. She is running challenge groups on social media using our curriculum, and she runs private Facebook challenge groups, you know, using our stuff, and she charges people $30 to join her challenge groups, and then she provides them with meal plans and the 21-day fix meal plan, might I add. And then she gives them workouts that she creates, which, you know, it takes her a ton of time to do. And I'm thinking, wow, that is just so silly because you could plug people into the system where you don't have to create their meal plan for them and you don't have to create workouts and you're still going to get paid $30 from the challenge pack commission, but yet you're doing all this extra work. You know, it just doesn't really make sense, but it's okay because that was the way it was supposed to happen. And I think if you realize that, I'm not sure, I don't want to like push faith or anything like that on you, but I just want you to realize that wherever you're at in your business right now, that's exactly where you're supposed to be. And I wasn't supposed to grow super fast or go, you know, 10-star overnight. I was supposed to grow at the pace that I am. And, you know, I wouldn't have found Mary Carolyn, or if I had walked away, you know, I wouldn't be growing with this amazing group of coaches that I have just recently come across. And I don't know, I'm just completely 100%.
Can you guys hear, or is she frozen, or am I frozen?
She's frozen.
Oh.
She's frozen. At the worst time ever.
No, I'm like, are you there, Alisha? Alisha, come on, girl. You got this. Come on.
I think she's been having internet problems all night. Whenever you were having problems, I kept seeing her come in and out too.
Okay. Well, I can't finish that on my own, so we're going to have to wait for her.
It must be the area.
It is.
Hey, Deidre, I just texted you a picture of, they're called Perfect Portions. Giant Eagle and all them are selling the same containers that we get with the 21-day fix and stuff.
Oh my gosh, they are.
Yeah, I've seen them at Walmart.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We still have a lot of, like, that's the thing. When someone will come up and say, well, I can get them here, I will say, well, you're not going to have my free coaching and you're not going to have access to my challenge groups. So I just come back with that. Hey, are you back, Alisha?
My stupid Wi-Fi kicked in. When it does that, it kicked me off. Sorry.
We were like, no, not at that time. All right, go ahead.
No, that was a good time because I was getting emotional. The thing is like what I was saying. It was like, you know, if you're passionate about the business and helping people, and if you get attached to the relationships that we form, honestly, if I'm completely 100% honest with myself, I could never leave this team because I could never earn another dollar, or I could never lose another pound, but I love the people that I connect with on these calls every week, and that I have on my team now, and like the challengers that depend on me in the groups every day, like those things are priceless regardless. So try, when you're having those bad days and those bad weeks, try to really like look at the big picture and realize, like I said, what really matters, you know? And I have honestly, like I have to be 100% honest with you. When I get caught up in the rank advancing and the money, those things are important, yes, because they do drive your business forward. You have to set goals, and you have to put a deadline on them, and you have to go after them. But when I get caught up in I have to sell 4 challenge packs today, when I start getting caught up in that, then I start looking at people as Success Club points and not people. When I get real caught up in that, and I do at times because I'm a very competitive person, my business like gets stuck. And I don't know if yours does that too, but I know when that happens, it is time to just start loving on people. And that, every time I do that, things start moving again. So that PD, I just dig in, and I just, I just say, why are you here? Love on people, help people. The more people that you help, the further you are going to go up the ladder. And that's all that happened. Like, I let her go. I blessed and released her. I have not turned her into compliance because she stole our stuff and she's using stuff she shouldn't be using. No, I'm not going to do that. I wish her well. I hope that she's successful. She's passionate about what she's doing, just like we are. And I didn't really want her on my team anyway at the end of the day. So, she did me a favor. And here we are, So there is a song that I love to listen to, and I just wanted to share it with you. It's called Fighting the Good Fight. When I'm having that moment, I like to put it on, and it just kind of gives me that push. And it's a faith-based song. It does talk about God. But if you're not a faith-based person, you could really like replace God in this song with the team. So if you are not, as you're listening to this song real quick when we play it, just think about the team as replacing God in this song. And the team is always going to be there to lift you up when you're down. The team is always going to be there. So I don't know if you don't relate well with your upline, or if you don't have a success partner, just reach out to somebody, anybody, when you're having that bad day, and I guarantee you will walk away feeling better. You won't walk away feeling like you need to throw in the towel anymore. There's been so many times where I've just like got on Voxer and messaged Deidre or messaged Jaren Trey, and I walk away feeling like 100% the opposite that I did. So just take advantage of that, Take advantage of the team that we have. We have amazing people, and we're so blessed. So let me play the song for you real quick. Do you mind putting that on?
Yeah, I didn't know if you had it. Hold on one second, okay?
Yeah.
Can you bring... Okay, my battery's about to die, so I need to try to plug it in, and hopefully it's not going to go away. Hold on. We have a 30-second advertisement. It feels so good to Hold on, guys. With you. Oh, you and me. It's plain to see. Yeah. You feel so good. Can you guys hear it?
Only Hulu has all this, starting at $7.99 a month. Hulu, start your free trial today.
I like looking at lyrics. That's my thing. So I'm gonna share
Until you
this.
stop breathing, till you stop bleeding, until your heart stops kick drum beating. When it's hard times, when it's long days, and the enemy is right up in your face. When your back's against the ropes and you're feeling all alone, keep fighting the good fight. Keep letting your light shine. Cause I'm never gonna leave you, always gonna see you through to the other side. Keep fighting the good, fighting the good, fighting the good fight, good fight. Even through the roadblocks, even through the rough spots, when you're feeling you give it all that you got, I'm with you in the next step, giving you the next breath. I'll be the voice saying you're gonna make it. When you're out there on your own, you are never alone. Keep fighting the good fight. Keep letting your light cause I'm never gonna leave you, always gonna see you through to the other side. Keep fighting the good, fighting the good, fighting the good fight, good fight. Just keep on singing, keep on singing, keep on dancing, keep on dancing. Joy will be your banner, and my love will be your anthem. And you may never know what's your tomorrow, but you can know that I am holding your tomorrow. Keep fighting the good fight. Keep letting your light shine, yeah. Keep fighting the good fight. Keep letting your light shine. Cause I'm never gonna leave you, always gonna see you through to the other side. Keep fighting the good, fighting the good, fighting the good, fight, good fight. Fighting the good fight.
So regardless, there are so many people out there that need you and they need what you have to offer. They need you to keep shining your light. They come to your page for inspiration and guidance every day. So if you throw in the towel, where are they going to go? So you got to keep that in mind. Believe it or not, you're inspiring more people than you even know. And that is only going to increase over time. So I just want you to realize the power that we hold. And it's like, I don't think I ever wanted this kind of influence, and it's kind of scary, but at the same time, now I feel like a duty to continue it, because people need us, there's so much that people really do need us, and we have to be that light. So thanks for letting me share.
Good job. Aw, goosies. You gave me goosies so many times. So, it's unfortunate that everything, has happened to Alisha, but she doesn't want a pity party. She's using it to propel her forward in her own business. And it's been awesome. And honestly, Alisha, I was hurting so bad for you whenever I found all that out. And, she stopped responding to you. I was like, I knew what was going to happen. And it was so upsetting because I saw how excited you were about it, because you finally had these coaches that were taking off. And that's the best feeling when you're making a difference with coaches as well. But honestly, it was a blessing in disguise. Although at the time we're like, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to my business? You're finally starting to take off. And honestly, it is a blessing in disguise. And when you say that, she would not be a good fit for your team, I completely agree with you. And this isn't like talking about a person session. This is just showing there are people who are independent There are people who are dependent and people who are interdependent. And I learned this from whenever I was on a leadership retreat with Melanie and her elite coaches, and we had corporate come in. And that was like one of our big topics is, are you independent, which is like a red personality? But there are certain people who are so red and so independent that they don't allow others to lead them. They don't allow others to help them through their journey. And I will tell you something, when you are so independent that you're not willing to take constructive criticism from people, when you're not willing to learn and do further training for your business, you're only going to go so far. And you want to know something? Your team is only going to go that far. Don't do that to them. You have to be willing as a leader to be interdependent and to learn from each other and take constructive criticism, because that is what's going to help you be very successful, and it's going to help your team be very successful. So hopefully you guys can just take that little tidbit with you. But one other thing that I did want to say is, there are many times that I think everyone wants, I don't want to say there are many times I want to quit, because I've never actually wanted to quit, but there are many times where I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I not moving forward in my business? Why am I taking so many steps back? Why am I losing rank? But it's something that all of us do. And something that really helps is to write down 10 things that you are strong with. Whether it's in your business, whether it's outside of your business, I want you guys to write down 10 things that are positive about you, positive about your business, things that are going well for you. Because when times get tough, those are going to be the things that you need to go back and look at, because those are the things that are going to help you keep moving forward, and it's going to stop you from quitting. Because like I said, there are many times where people want to quit. Alisha's not the only person. Thank goodness she has an amazing success partner, Erin, and she also has Beth, and I know they talk a lot. But, that really does keep people. And for me, I have Val Bozzo I talk to almost every day, Kayla Hennessy, and I've had a few other success partners. But like they help me. They help me stay sane with my business, and it makes a big difference. So, if you don't have a success partner, you don't have to go hunting for one. You don't have to put an ad out. But talk to other coaches, and when you start talking, you'll know if they're a right fit for you. Someone who's going to push you at the same time, you can push them and they can push you back. Does anyone have any questions? No? What do you guys think? Pretty darn amazing.
You made me cry, but I knew that you would.
You did awesome. I think everyone at one point in their business will relate to this. So, if you're ever struggling, go back and listen to this recording, because guess what? It's recorded. Kayla, it's being recorded, right? So thank you, Alisha, so much. You did amazing. You are such an inspiration. And I can't wait to see what else you and your team have, because it's only going to keep moving forward. Thank you. All right, guys. Good night. Thank you so much.